Hi everybody, welcome back. It's Kevin at Bear Creek. A couple of weeks ago I did a video showing you demonstrating shook swarms, and then I had a follow-up video where I actually installed the shook swarms into a couple of weak mating nuke colonies. Well, it's been a couple of weeks. We've had nothing but cold, miserable, rainy days and nights. I've given them some feed. I actually gave them another box with more frame so that they could store the feed. They've kind of run through it. I also gave them some pollen patties. So today what I'm going to do, I'm hoping to do, is to go in and see if they took. Is the queen laying in a more robust manner than they were with the very few bees that they had in their original two-frame nucleus colonies. I'm trying to set these colonies up for winter and just see how they progress. Still a ton of bees in the colonies, which is good, and they've gone through a gallon of feed, looks like. I have to get them some more. Okay. Well, the good news is that they have been storing it up because there is a ton of bees up here. I was not expecting them to be all the way up the top. I was in here about a week ago and they were not up here at all. But okay, let's see what we got. I would not expect the queen to be up here laying already, simply because there's enough cells down below. They've stored their nectar, sugar water in that frame. And that's the whole idea behind giving them a shook swarm, was to allow a lot of bees to be able to store a lot of honey to prepare them for the winter. Again, this is just another storage frame full of sugar water, nectar, and I'd guess this one to be the same. This one's considerably heavier. Yes, all these frames up here look like they are they have nothing but sugar water in them. Nothing wrong with that. So good. Somewhat. Well, all we got to do is hope that the queen is laying down below. Okay. Oop. Well, there's lots of larvae in this frame. I think this is the frame actually that I gave them with a lot of brood in it, which has hatched out, and and she started laying back in it. Really encouraging. I don't see her on here. Some nice cap brood there. Very few drones. The larvae on the outside. A few eggs beyond that. Looks like this one took. Hopefully you can see that. Obviously, if you remember the video, she had a very small patch of brood, and obviously she's sort of gone to town a little bit more here. So it looks like this one was a success. I'm kind of happy with it. A little spotty, but overall I'd call this shook swarm a success. I don't see her on here anywhere. Good. Yeah, I would not rate it excellent, but I would rate it good. And they have completely consumed the pollen patty, so I'm going to have to give this colony more pollen patty. Because there is very little pollen in here, and it's been raining all week, and there's just nothing for them to feed brood. Oh yeah, there's eggs in all these cells. Good. Good. Okay. Well, like I said, I'd call it a success. I'd say this one is well on its way to building a nice winter nest. It definitely needs a pollen patty and some more food. Okay. I didn't want to bore you with all my shook swarms that I did, but I just wanted to give you a sample. Like I said, this one was the I don't know if you can see that larvae in there. And eggs to the outside. Good. I'm gonna go get them some pollen patties. I'll be right back. Okay. One thing I've noticed about look at that. They are just craving sugar water. Even the bumblebees. Okay. You can go over here and look at this one. This is another shook swarm. This swarm I did with a, oh, this has actually got sugar water in it. Okay. This is one I did with a, I think this is an older queen, but it was still a very, very weak two-frame colony. I want to see how she's coming along here. Not anywhere near the bees up top in this colony. So, but they have stored a little bit of sugar water up there. Well, let's see what they're doing. They're storing it down below, looks like. Okay, what we have here, this is a frame of complete brood all the way down here like this. It's probably about 5-day-old brood there, so that's encouraging at least. I'm gonna have to get out in the light to see if this one has eggs in the side. Okay, this one does look like it has eggs in it on that side, so that's encouraging anyways. A lot less bees in this hive for whatever reason than I shook in here. Well, that's a nice pattern right there. Hopefully you can see that. She did a really nice job, all cap brood. So this hive is about ready to pop here in another week or so and get some. That's a nice brood pattern there. She's done a really nice job since I put the shook swarm on her, as you can tell. So really happy with that. I have numerous queen cups down at the bottom, but doesn't look like there's anything in them. Now this is, like I said, this is a red queen. This is from last year. But again, she was in a 2-frame nuke that had about 75 bees, if that. Very, very small pattern. But very, very happy. She's still laying very, very well. Very, very encouraged. This one they have stored, looks like this is where they're storing all their nectar, pollen. They have a little bit of brood up top here. Very, very small window there. And just nectar on this side. And nothing in here. Really nothing. So I need to get them a little bit more pollen patty. So that she can keep going. Interesting, there's a queen cup right there. I'll have to see if there's anything in it. The supersedure cell. Looks like there is something in it. Interesting. I will let them do what they've got to do. There's not a lot of drones out anymore, so it's the only one in the whole colony, and an outside frame to boot. Huh. I hope this was a good demonstration on how a shook swarm can aid you in boosting a weak colony heading into fall. Till next time, happy beekeeping.